We in? Yes, we're in. Lovely. So what spooky jank have we got lined up tonight? Back in 1995, Survival Update. Which is a very mouldy game. At least from what I've seen and heard. I've basically done everything. All we get is like language, CRT effect and all that. And for extra mold, we are going to go with the CRT effect. At least for now. At least until it makes me throw up and feel sick. Not sure you've heard of this one. This one came out a while back. A while back now. By a single Japanese indie dev made entirely on his own. And yeah, I just thought I'll throw the warped code out. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's the developer. I thought I was getting some story for a second there. Oh no, that's the developer. There he is. Takaki Ichijo. Takaki Ichi Joseph Joestar. It's a JoJo game. We're gonna beat the shit out of Dio. You know, weirdly, I've been itching to rewatch JoJo. Maybe because of Stone Ocean. But man, JoJo is so fun.
So that's the tower.
Voice acting!
Guess I'll make my way there.
Yeah, you will. Also, how's the audio sounding? Well, actually, probably don't need to tell me that yet. There's not much of a soundscape going on. But do let me know if the audio does get naff. Because I haven't really had a good look into the audio balance for this game yet. And here I am again, in this forgotten place. How much time has passed since that unholy mess, I wonder? All this time I've been trying to move on, but as much as I try, it just feels like I'm treading water. That tower. Oi, press B. Arsehole. Oh, I got to use D-pad. Oh my god, this looks crusty. Oh, I love it. Hello. Okay, why is the inventory? Oh man, I gotta use the D-pad for this. Oh dear. I thought D-pad for bloody Onimusha on the original Xbox was a hassle, but you know. Oh yeah, they switched B and A because that's how it is in Japan, so. You know, I can get used to it. It's not the worst scheme in the world. It's fine. Actually, can I run? I don't know if I can. Oh man, this is already very, very mouldy. Oh boy, this is going to be mould. Probably a bit more mould than I'm used to. Haven't gotten around to part 2 of Stone Ocean yet, but you can safely say this season has rekindled your love for JoJo. Nice. I mean, I personally quite liked Golden Wind and Diamond is Unbreakable. I thought they were pretty good, in my opinion. Oh my god, what? It's a poo! Oh god, what the hell? Oh, fuck off. Sorry about that. My disk drive and my PC has been acting up really fucking weird lately. Where sometimes it just doesn't keep the thing... It doesn't keep reading what's in there, and I have no fucking clue why. It might just be a mouldy hard drive. Yeah, I might have to get that replaced. Then again, I could always get an external one and replace it with another disk drive in there. Ah, got a big ol' hefty wrench. Ah, fucking wonderful. I mean, it has been good. It's really hard to top Dio as a villain and the amazing journey of Stardust Crusaders. Stardust was the best. I think everyone can agree with that. Hi, Drakaya Bob. Yeah, it's basically a Silent Hill Resident Evil ripoff thingy. I've been wanting to play this for like ages, and I thought now would be the perfect time. Right, come here, little poo man. Oh god, I'll whiff that one. Okay, let's try it again. Ah, yeah. Oh god, this combat. Oh no, it also like... god. It also like resets his animation if I press it twice. Let's try doing it again. Oh no, okay, I ain't doing that. Well, I'm pretty fucked up. He looks so depressed and sad. Oh no. It's like maybe if I had the key. Okay, you can go now. Oi! Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Played through Fatum Batula yesterday, and it went for a similar sort of... Oh yeah, that's a sort of LSD inspired game, ain't it? Right, let's go. Okay, alright, I think I figured that out, okay. Kind of have to back off. Let them sort of whiff their attack and then just go in for it. Thanks Twitch for 0 quality options. Oh, bugger. Oh, sorry about that, Zach. That sucks. Look, the blood pixel shower effect. Yeah, it's quite lovely, actually. Key is behind the AC unit on the roof. Well, okay then. Oh, the game chose, decided to choose the easiest, puzzle option for me. I can't believe this. It thinks I'm a babby. Nah, there is no difficulty options in this game. Though I am curious what it means by that survival update. Maybe we unlock something after we beat the game, or whatnot. Who knows? Try again in 30 to see if Twitch, I don't think it will, Zach, just because, when the stream started, I don't think it will actually allow for quality options after the fact. At least I think that's how it works, but I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. Okay, behind the AC. There we go. A key. Big old key. Yeah. There's poo monsters. They kind of look like they belong in Geezer Adventure. I wouldn't put it behind me if Drac ever did add them. Started watching Umara-chan. Oh yeah, Umara-chan's great. The little gremlin.
Voice message.
One voice message. Funny. Whoa. Oh, it's going mold. Ugh, my head. Okay, it seems like the game's actually going to play with the CRT effect. Interesting.
Ah, so you finally come to.
Finally come to, yeah.
Where am I?
Ugh. I woke up lying on a hospital bed, and a man who calls himself GP said he took care of me after I passed out on the roof. Wonder those... I didn't pass out on the roof. I passed out in a room with just a phone on the other side. Fucking hell. Whoa. Wonder if those are his initials. As for how I got to the roof, I haven't the foggiest. The monster I saw, he says they just showed up one day and started attacking everyone. Oh, and to stay away from the roof, he says. It's pretty bad up there. Which is why he barricaded himself in the top floor. Told him I wanted to go to the tower, and that if things were this bad, I just needed another way. GP says that all the buildings in this city were connected via a wire, which were used by survivors to send each other supplies until help arrived. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Sort of like making little wire zipline thingies to send supplies over. That's a pretty cool idea. Until help arrived. Unfortunately, the wires seemed to be down. Just my luck. GP looked at me and said, "For now, go to the roof and check on the AC unit." Okay. Of course, that's the most important thing, and I, oh yeah, I want to say... Oh no, wait, it's B. Yes. Boop. That's gonna mess me up a little bit. But it's fine. Ah, colours. Colour Out of Space, that film I still need to watch. Shame you can't examine anything in this game. It's always fun when you could examine objects and your character will just say what's on their mind.
Like
That's
I
one of...
said earlier,
Oh.
head to the roof and check on the outdoor AC unit.
He kind of sounds text-to-speech.
Take a left as soon as you're out on the roof. It'll be in the very back. If you need a weapon, grab that wrench next to the bed.
Also, how's the audio? Is the game too quiet? I feel the game's a bit too quiet, but do let me know. Do let me know. Yep. Oh, what's this? It's out of service. This is so sad. Oh, there's some weird music going on. Yes. Very sad. Stuck. Jammed. Won't budge. You know, since I'm going through the effort to finally beat Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, I should probably, oh, let's take a piss. I should probably also finally get around to finishing Clive Barker's Undying, which I've never beaten in my life. Oh. Huh. Are they going for like the Eternal Darkness sort of sanity effects? Oh, nice. Painkillers in the toilet. My favourite. It's like Delvin, but without a blocked nose. Yeah, I guess it does sound quite Delvin-ish. But it seems like you heard the audio just fine, so it's probably not the biggest issue right now. Can't believe VOD hates good games like... yeah. Oh, VOD. You know what he's like. Gosh, he turns around like a fucking tank. Guess that's why they call it tank controls. Also, don't let VOD hear you saying that, Reptoid, otherwise he will give you mega sass. He's a very sassy boy. He's very sussy VOD. When the VOD is sus. Oh my god, there's a lot of poo man. Quick, run for the poo man. Isn't time to go there yet. Oh, okay. Alright then, fair enough, game. Oh, actually, we've reset the poo monsters. This is such a silly enemy design. Why a poo monster? It's not Christmas yet. We don't need Mr. Hanky right now. Ugh. Yeah, let me tell. Oh, whiffed it. Ugh. Okay, so it is a consistent 3-hit thingy. Shit, what do I have in my... Okay, we just had the painkillers. Fair dues. It is kind of surprising how this game would go lean this heavy into combat already. Ooh. You don't often see many of these styles of horror going straight into combat. These classic style survival horrors. Yeah, come on. Ugh. Probably been a bit too cautious there, but oh well. It worked out. My eyes are bleeding ever so slightly from this, but I'd do it for you. AC turned on?
That'll do it.
Oh, do it.
Time to go back to the dock.
He already gave you sass on stream for not being into blood. Oh, that does sound like VOD. Don't let him hear you complaining about hit scan though. Oh man. Man, the sass will never end. You'll never hear the end of it. VOD is great though. He's such an awesome, cool and chill guy. Of course, all these jokes are all in good fun. But yeah, I really do like Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. I really wish there was another game out there. I would love to see like a horror role-playing game that has its sort of approach to combat and UI design and mechanics and stuff like that. You know, no HUD on the screen whatsoever. And the way the gun works, how you have to like iron sight, you have to keep track of your stuff in your inventory and whatnot. Honestly, that's like one of my favorite aspects of it, and I can't think of any other games that do that. And that's why I really like it, because it is such a wildly unique game. I really, really like it. Das. Yeah, the Craven Curse has been going really hard on everyone lately, hasn't it? It really has. Seems he could just not fight them, they look slow. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it probably is a better idea to just not fight them, because look at my health. Yeah, I feel like I could have just avoided them. Boop. Don't mind me, Doctor.
You all done?
You all done?
Ah, got one more task for you.
Oh, lovely. Is he gonna ask me to get in his van? Get in my van. Just as I thought I was free, GP hit me with another favour. I need these documents, you see, and I'm way too old to go get them. He said, apologetic, but I was taken aback. I mean, documents at a time like this? He went on. Go left once you're on the roof and you'll see the emergency stairwell. Use it and you should be able to get to the lower floors. The stairs on this floor... Oh no, wait, that's not him talking, okay. Blah, blah, blah. The stairs on this floor were blocked by a bunch of lockers, probably to keep the monsters out, which means it's not safe down there. I asked the old man, those documents really ain't important. No, wait, this isn't the doctor. Fuck it. I don't care. That's just gonna be like all the dialogue in this game. Yeah. It's just everyone sound like that. It's like everybody's from the really ghetto parts of Birmingham. You're just nodding in silence, I guess I have no choice. Yep, seems so. Dark Corners is one of those games that could really benefit from a remaster with stability and bug fixes, but nope, gotta keep remaking 5-year-old games that have barely aged instead. Yeah, what is the bloody point of remaking Horizon Zero fucking Dawn? If the whole point is literally just accessibility features, who fucking cares about bloody remaking it? Just put out a fucking patch, you know? Put out like a collection that has both the games or something. It's such a worthless endeavor, especially when there are Sony franchises that would massively benefit from remakes, like the Resistance series, for example. You know, that is one series that would massively benefit from a reboot. Who monsters? Oh no! There we go. Oh yeah, it's an elevator. Duh. Of course it is. What's that? Fence. Looks like it. Let's turn around ever so slowly. Okay, I'm guessing that's the stairwell. What's down here though? What's down here? Oh, Pooh Man. You're right, mate. Why is he walking into the wall? What? He's going through the wall? Oh god. This pathfinding is all sorts of weird. Right, you know what? I'm gonna... Oh man, this game is brilliant. I mean that wholeheartedly. I'm gonna check the door here. Anything else I might have missed? I seriously think that monster hasn't even noticed my character, because it... Okay, it's locked. Fair enough. Maybe it's a case where enemies don't actually have hearing in this game. You know, they just aggro to you on line of sight only. Oh, here he is. Aha, you missed. He's so slow. Oh, Jesus. It's stuck jammed and won't budge. But yeah, man, it would have been great if that other Call of Cthulhu game had a lot of the things I wanted. But it was... I've not even watched a playthrough on it, or anything, but I've heard that people really don't like it. I mean, it looks okay. But it's not quite what I wanted from a... You know... I mean, I guess Call of Cthulhu it's not really based around Dark Corners of the Earth. It has, like, you know, its own RPG, tabletop RPG. It has a strategy game called Call of Cthulhu something, I don't know. Which seems pretty decent. And, yeah, it's just kind of... I just wish there were more games like Dark Corners of the Earth, but massively polished. Because when you think about it, it is basically an adventure game FPS hybrid with some surprisingly very cool and realistic mechanics. And some of the best fucking atmosphere in a game. Apart from the Marsh Refinery, I thought that level was a bit... yeah... It's very plodding until you get to a certain section, which I won't spoil, where it actually turned pretty cool. Which one, the Sinking City? No, just Call of Cthulhu. The first-person horror game. But I do intend to play the Sinking City in my own time, because it's about time I got around to that. And I've always been interested in it, so... yeah, I'd really like to play that. It looks very, very cool. Should have escaped when I had the chance. If only I had known this is hell. Everyone who stayed behind is dead or dying. I probably won't last much longer. Why the hell did I come here anyways? I don't know, you tell me, mate. You fucking tell me. Oh, I can't fit through that. Oh, Kent, he's too fat. Oh, yeah, I do have a gun. Yeah, he just auto-equips it, I guess. Wrench. Oh wait, do we need to... huh. Oh, okay. You get like a little log here. That's pretty cool, I guess. So I'm guessing with nobody mentioning the audio, I'm guessing that's all fine. I feel the music's a bit low, but I don't think I can change that. Or can I? Ah, your classic pause. Yeah, as moldy as this is so far, I'm enjoying it. It's quite goofy. It's quite silly. And it's all sorts of levels of incredible. Oh god, hi! Who knew Pooh Man could be so scary? Oh wait, do I need to... ah, there we go. Right, yeah, it's reloading. Moving around this is unpleasant. Oh god, I can't see him. Maybe... okay, yeah, I'll die with 2 shots. Okay, cool. I'm guessing from no camera angle change, there's nothing down here. That's my guess. And down here, yeah. Would have been nice if the game was a bit darker and gave you like a Silent Hill flashlight. Because it is like a bit too bright. 437, that'll come in handy later on. I played enough survival horrors to know when... oh yeah, I've been down there. To know when to take note of details. Played a whole bunch of Silent Hill in my time. Audio seems perfect? Great, wicked. Okay, yeah, so it's sort of on par with my voice then. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Very cool. Granted, I should probably turn my headphones up. Yeah, I can hear the music a bit better now. Because I usually have my headphones pretty quiet. But maybe I should change that to, you know, have a more accurate read. So we all know the joys of audio balance. Have I been down here? No, I haven't. Look, maybe I had the key. 437, I believe it was. There we go. Yes. Big brain. Also, I need to turn my light off because it's a bit bright in here. That's good, I wasn't terrified by a ravenous poo monster. What is the music doing? Newspaper clipping. Dr. Randall holds the key to solving the world's energy problem. Dr. Randall from UK1K Foundation's research lab proved the existence of beings beyond the third dimension. She also said the following about her next research. The latest data suggests that our world has only 2 dimensions until just recently. Will it turn into 4? Concepts like recently and hereafter exist on a time axis that is unrecognizable by us. Oh, maybe there'll be like a stickman cryptid, like some people say they've seen, like that weird stickman monster thing. Note written on the whiteboard. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, some people believe they've seen like literal stickman as a cryptid, which is weird and interesting, and I suppose that would be pretty creepy to see in real life, but that's one of those cryptids where I'm like, I'm not so sure about that one. You know, even though I am quite a believer in like the paranormal and cryptids and stuff like that. Not all of them. You know, because when it comes to stuff like that, I usually apply Occam's razor because that's usually the best thing to do. Top sales this month: San Miles, Jack Hole, Jensen O'Field. The winner will receive a pay bonus. Cool! Shame my name ain't on there. No pay bonus for me. But yeah, I've always found like the whole idea of you know, other dimensions and beings visiting from those showing up in our universe and stuff like that. I've always really loved that. It's why I find Lovecraftian horror so enticing, because it's the fear of the unknown that everyone basically unanimously understands to some degree. And it's like, you know, beings are beyond your understanding, and the insignificance of humanity in a universe that is far, far greater than they'll ever hope to be, and stuff like that. I find it very cool and fascinating. Painting on the desk. It's like a roof of some sort. The number 4. That's probably going to be important. Might want to keep that in mind. Guess there'll be a puzzle. Wonder if that's something that became popular after the backroom stuff. I think the original had a stickman-like creature. Yeah, I know which one you're on about, but I don't know what it's called exactly. But the original backrooms, you know, before it got overly convoluted and cring, was pretty damn cool and pretty freaky and stuff like that. Even though, you know, personally, I don't believe in the simulation theory, because then it just starts a great big chicken and egg situation, and then you know, depending on that, it can also create a massive domino effect. You start thinking, well, what's the original universe that's creating simulation, and how many other simulations are going over our simulation? And if the original simulation ends, does everything else after that also end? You know, there's just so many holes in that theory that I just don't believe in it. Oh, hi. What the hell are you? It's like a jellyfish thing on Spriggan legs. Oh, you're quite easy. Enemies deal a lot of damage, but so do I, apparently. Anything else around here? No. Ooh, a little AC up there. Oh, no, now that it's getting cold, my AC is not going to be very helpful. Get stick manned. Evidently, I stuck it to him. Love Cosmic Horror too. Yeah, it's super cool. My first experience with Cosmic Horror was actually Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. I think that's why that game stuck with me for so long, is not only the gameplay stuff, but also the, you know, the subject matter and well, it's literally inspired by the works of Lovecraft, basically completely based on them. Specifically Shadow over Innsmouth. That's my first experience with Lovecraft. He was a racist fucking bastard, but he made some top quality work. But it was a very different time back then, and stuff like that. You can't really blame him too much nowadays. You know, it's one of those cases where you kind of have to separate the art from the artist after that much time. It's like those little tentacle things in Silent Hill 4. Well, I'm rubbish at this. Yeah, let's just get this. Oh. Go on, attack! You probably avoid them, but it's fine. Alright, how many bullets do we have, though? Oh, we've got plenty. Might as well reload while we're at it. The reload animation. So silly. Open. Oh. Hi. Okay. Lovely. Wunderbar. Personally find liminal spaces quite comfy, so it's not really effective as horror for you. But the original Backrooms videos were quite well made, especially considering the creator was only 16 or so. Yeah. Like, I find liminal spaces, I do find them unnerving, but I also find them deeply fascinating. Because it does feel like you're just stumbling into a world that you're not supposed to be in at all. And it's very cool. Oh, yeah, he whiffed it. Oh wow, I got both of them. Nice. Oh man, I do wish I had a quick turn. He turns around so slow. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, you know, I'm finding this game kind of comfy. It's weird, it is kind of strangely comfy. maybe it's because I'm a huge sucker for the PlayStation 1 aesthetic and stuff like that. Elevated out of service. And the music is quite relaxing here as well. And maybe because it's also like an indie game. You know, clearly a very amateur attempt, but it's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of heart. Leggy creatures could probably make for some good Rule 34. Oh god. Put fishnets on them. You're planting a lot of dangerous ideas and minds here, Reptiloid. A lot of dangerous ideas. Wait, was I... Yeah, I came in through there. He said he wanted documents, but did I get any documents? Don't think I did. I don't think I actually got any. And of course, since the camera doesn't change here, it's easy to assume that there's nothing there. You know, if good game design prevails, aesthetic, yeah, very aesthetic. You know, if I end up going a bit longer than you... Oh, yeah, unlock the door, yeah. Unlock the door. Oh. Birth. 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 Oh, we got each other there. Yeah, pretty messed up. Bop. Might as well use the whole shebang. Yeah, probably better off just kind of using the, Oi! Kind of using the pistol, aren't we? Don't have many bullets for it, though. Oh. Got a little bit excited there. He went a bit further than I meant him to. Yeah, the PS1 aesthetic is comfy. Very nice. We can basically avoid him. Hi! He didn't even know I was here until he saw me. Oh, I'll get you. You're gonna fuck you up. Oh, no. Aha. Oh, yeah, there's a health thingy. Very nice. Nothing down there apart from... I don't know what that is on the floor. Anything over here? No. Aha! You missed. Aha! You missed again. Your character can't even make a character walk, so he's just leisurely strolling past everything. He just doesn't give a fuck. Poo monster. Whatever. Dealt with that many times in my life. Don't bother me anymore. He used to be a plumber. But he didn't wear he didn't wear a tie. So I got a key for that, but why did I go in there? I really don't know. Oh wait, hold on. Accept cancel. Oh, Japan. Oh, I can change that. Okay. Yeah, why not? Oh, that'd be way better. Very cool of the developer to have both of those there. But yeah, I've already been in there, duh. But now I'm gonna press B on like everything for the first hour or so now. Are you sure there wasn't anything in here? You sure? Well, there's... I can't do anything with that though. Was there any more locked doors on the way? You know what, might as well deal with them. But nah, actually no, that'd be like a waste of health and ammo, so... Oh well. As you can see, I can't commit to anything. Probably why my love life is a mess. Loading. I wonder what engine this runs on. Probably Unity. If I know my indie games. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, we found that painting that says 4 on it, but... Not sure what that's all about. It's not a clue. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of filing cabinets in here. You think this will be something to do with documents, but apparently not. I tend to like go all around, see what I miss in these survival horror games, but you never know what you miss. Oh, there's a little fax machine here. It's bizarre how like a load of office places in some part of the world still uses fax machines. Crazy that. Yeah, what other horror games do people have lined up to play this month? You know, not necessarily on stream, but also in your own time as well. There's one game I've been wanting to play for a while as well called Crying is Not Enough. And it's basically an even moldier Evil Within. From what I've seen. Oh, did I never found this. What? Okay, there's a door with a code on it. Right, so there's a 4. We know there's a 4, but wow, have we seen any other numbers around? I don't remember seeing any other numbers around, but... Oh god, oh these things are back. Oh, fun. Okay, so it turns out those don't stay dead. Actually, yeah, that goes back out onto the stairs, doesn't it? Okay, so... Is there anything we missed? Actually, let's try... There are the documents as well, aren't there? Shit. Maybe they could have gave us some clue. Nothing. Really? Who plays games these days? Imagine video games existing. What a dangerous world that would be for humanity. Oh, speaking of like indie games and indie horror games and survival horrors and stuff, there's a game called Endoparasitic that's in development right now. And the idea of it is you're a bloke. Yes, that's it, you're a bloke. Nah. You're a bloke who've had his 3 of his limbs ripped off. But you were infected with a parasite that's keeping you alive. And you have to explore the game world and fight monsters with only like your arm. Your one arm. And that parasite, it just keeps ticking down. So you have to like keep yourself healed and stocked up for that. To keep the parasite away while it's keeping you alive. So you can't let it take over you. I guess we can go back to the doctor and see what he has to say, because I am a little stumped. Ah yeah, Poo Man is up there as well. Let's see if her doctor has anything to say. Oi. Yeah. Hi. I don't have time for you, sir. But yeah, there is that locked door. I never noticed that before. And all we have is a 4 to our name. So yeah, I definitely feel like I'm missing something. Definitely feel like I'm missing something. Also want to dusk off the PS2 and give Fatal Threat. Oh my gosh, Dusk. You know, I'd probably consider Dusk a horror game. You know, a good reason to replay that. Am I right? Actually, yeah, can we go into the ladies' bathroom? No, that makes me sound very sus. You have to properly look through your backlog of horror games, but the ones you're currently thinking of playing off stream. Yume Nikki, Canarium, and maybe Darkwood. Oh yeah, I need to get around to Darkwood. I did actually start my playthrough of that, like, one night, and I just never played any more of it, which I'm a bit sad about. Hello.
To get to the lower floors, you have to use the emergency stairs out on the roof.
Okay, yeah, we still got a bit more to do. Ah, fun. Yeah, might as well get 2 of them, why not? Become a dirty little bastard hoarder. Might as well save while we're here. Might as well. So yeah, we certainly have a bit of our work cut out for us here, for sure. That sounds suspiciously like having a time limit for the whole game. Kind of, yeah. But the time limit isn't like super strict. Because the developer who made that, he's the developer of another game I really want to play called Wrought Flesh, which is like a boomer shooter RPG where you level yourself up by taking and eating the organs of your enemies to keep yourself leveled up and stuff like that. And it is an utterly bizarre game, but it sounds pretty rad. It sounds pretty damn cool. So that is certainly one game I wanna play. Yeah, I've been following that developer's work for quite a while. He's very no-nonsense, tells you how it is when it comes to him making his games. It's pretty cool. Right, let's have a look at these notes again in case we missed anything. Let's see. No, we don't have anything there. Already read that. Boring. Oh, pardon me. A big old burpy. I only ever seem to get, like, burps when I'm streaming. It's utterly bizarre. I have no clue why that is. Probably because I'm talking all the bloody time, and I can never shut my goddamn mouth. That might be a reason. PS2 is a new entry in the Dusk series. Yeah! The Duskverse is massively expanding. Which, speaking of the Duskverse, I need to probably watch Mandy tonight. That's a game I've been wanting to watch for film I've been wanting to watch for a while. Because Reptiloid demanded it. Come on. Completely unnecessary loss of life, but oh well. It's fine. Sure there's nothing around here? I mean, we saw the painting, or maybe the code is sort of in the painting itself. There's a note here. Oh, did I read this one? Hey, you saw the sales results, so close. I totally got Sam beat next month. Anyways, I've put the cursed item in the safe, the password. Just subtract your room number from my employee ID. Oh. Okay, this is actually a clue. And we did find the employee ID on another note, so this could be good. Subtract your room number from my employee ID. Okay. Right, so I'm going to keep that in mind, because I never saw that before. I knew I was missing something in here. I knew it. Room number from employee ID. Okay. Anything else around here? No. No. So we're making progress, slowly but surely. Dusker definitely has some genuinely unnerving moments, especially when they go reveal in the first level with the wide mouth enemies. Oh yeah, the horrors, I believe they're called. Yeah, those two reveals are absolutely fantastic. Episode 2 was just such a fucking masterpiece, in my opinion. I think I might prefer episode 2 more than episode 3, but it's okay. Oh yeah, it's just lore. Okay, that's not going to be helpful to us. Oh, pretty chill, relaxed track right now. Very comfy. Oh, there's also the mines in episode 1 as well, where the duck ladies show up. They were pretty scary the first time. Yeah, there's a 4. Not really much you can decipher from that right now. That's okay. We've kind of got our answer. I just need to figure out the room number and all that again. Was there a note in here? I don't think there was. Don't think there was. Yeah, I don't mind like wandering around and just sort of trying to figure things out in this. I kind of expected this to be a much more, much slower paced and comfier game anyway. So it's a nice change of pace from the usual super fast stuff and whatnot. Plus it gives me an excuse to not be a loudmouth wanker all the time. Turn around. Yeah. Not on the desk. Okay. Let's have a look here. Oh shit, who was the... Was it Jack Hold? I believe it was Jack Hold. Yeah, 213, that's the employee number. What's the room number again? Ah! I walked right past you. Hey, yay! Hey. I believe there was another note in here. I believe. Wait, did it say what the room number was in the note? If it did, I can go back to look at that. No, there is no note in here. What's a real shame is that the game doesn't actually keep the clues you find in like a logbook or anything, like a lot of other games do. So if you forget, you have to go back all the way to find the stuff again, which I'm not really a big fan of. It would be nice to just sort of have that information logged for me. But I do believe... Was it in here? No. Open, please. I'm mashing A like a bastard. Okay, yeah, it's around here? Yeah, that's a note. There's a note here. Okay. Totally got a sound beat. Wait, hold on. It says the just subtracts your number from my employee ID. But who's saying I guess you kind of had to figure that one out. Subtract your room number from my employee ID. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the room. Do I have anything that will tell me what the room number is? Does it say on the door? No, it doesn't say on the door at all. But I'm guessing this is the room that it's referring to. Is there like a number around here? Oh, well maybe that's what the 4 is. Maybe that's what the 4 is. Room 4. That could be the answer. So we can look at that. Yeah, room 4 on the painting. And let's refresh ourselves on the... Was that in here? This game's confusing. Confusing. Oh, it was there. Not on the floor. Come on. Oh no, back to this one. Oh, for God's sake. Oh no, we have to go down the stair, up the stairs even. Yes. Oh yeah, that's where 437 is, duh. Okay, up the stairs we go. So if it is room 4, and we go check the employee IDs again, and kind of take 4 away from those, which I believe, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so So, and Bicker Jackold, so 147 or 209. Let's try 209 first and then 147. Ow! 209. Excuse me. Ah, yeah, I figured it out. I big-brained it. Big-brained. Lovely. I'm glad I figured that one out. Because there was a lot of wandering around there. I was worried in case I needed a fucking walkthrough, but I'm glad I remembered the painting. Oh, man. So have you reached out to the Soul Dead dev yet? I can imagine you're eager to get your hands on an early copy. Man, if I was a big streamer, I probably would. I probably would do that, yes. Whoa, horrors, what an imaginative name. Yeah, Drakaya. Super imaginative.
This has to be it. Back to the dock.
Back to the dock. Back to her doctor. Oh. Fucking hell, look at the size of that goddamn painkillers. On a chair as well, you think somebody was riding that in their alone time. I'm not sure if that would fit. Hey, you know, when there's a will, there's a way. And you never know what people like to use. Oh yeah, that new Duskverse game you had seen but couldn't recall the name of was Call of Dusk. And it's apparently a Battle Royale collectathon FPS? What? Those are two things that... Those are several things that I don't know how that works. A collectathon FPS, I'm not sure what to think about that. You know, when I think about that, I think of like Golden Souls in Doom, which is pretty cool. But a Battle Royale, just instant, but no thanks. No thank you. Do not want. So yeah, I could have probably done that in about 10 minutes, but that probably took me about a good 40 minutes because I'm a fucking dingleberry. I knew I had to keep that bloody painting in mind because there were no numbers on the door, so I just assumed that was the answer, and I fucking brained it. You know, it's gotta be good when the Steam trailer footage is running at 10 FPS. Oh gosh. That does sound pretty cool. Should also get around to Higurashi 3. That series is surprisingly good at creating a unnerving horror atmosphere. The only problem is you have to slog through hours of slice of life slapstick comedy for the first few hours. Yeah. I just ended up watching the anime, which was good. I liked it. But oof, yeah. It does have some bizarre stuff as well. But it was cool. I liked it well enough. Yeah, I don't think I would get into the visual novels. I like visual novels well enough, but I have to like really be in the mood for them, otherwise I just get bored completely within the first like 10 minutes. Consider adding the Higurashi to the stream list, but apparently it's like 10 plus hours. Yeah, kind of just sitting there and reading is not the most exciting. I will say. You know, if it was like a silly, funny fan fiction, like Sonic High School, then, you know, I could probably do that, but not with a VN. I can't do it. Just wish you had a Steam Deck. Would be better to play VNs while comfy in bed. True. You could always get like a little notebook laptop as well for that, if you want to do exclusively VNs. But you know, a Steam Deck for all sorts of different things, all sorts of different games, yeah, that would be ideal. Steam Deck is great. I've not been playing on it much the past week or so, though I should. Might be a good way to play a bunch of the other horror games actually. So yeah, I should probably get on that, shouldn't I? Slumped on the couch.
Oh, you brought it. Good, good.
Good, good. Yeah, he's definitely not a villain. A relieved look came across GP's face. Now you can go on ahead. Here, take this. As he said this, GP handed me a key. Use it to open the storehouse on the roof, go through the hatch on the ceiling. You'll find a zip line. You could use that to get to the next door. Ooh, cool. He then gave me the documents that I had just brought back. Show these when you get to the other building. They're a message from me. The guys in the other building will tell you where you need to go next. Wicked. So it must be pretty awful on the ground then if we have to use zip lines and stuff. Also, speaking of like horror and cool Cthulhu and whatnot, I recently bought myself a little Cthulhu statue, which surprisingly enough also doubles as a jar, so I can keep my cookies inside of him. And he is a bit of a fatty. I should probably take a picture of him and post it on the Dixor tonight, because he is a hefty little lad. He is. It was a bit dusty though. Just dusted my room out fucking yonks ago. Well, no, it was like last week. Pretty hefty. You'd eat cookies out of Cthulhu's holes. I didn't know you were into, like, tentacles and stuff, but, I guess he is a bit scaly, you know, like with the wings and the claws and his muscular build and stuff. So maybe his face tentacles just add some much needed spice in your life. Turn around. Yeah, there we go. Go up, please. Just a fishy, slimy monster. Yeah. Just one that's beyond all human understanding. Hi, poo monster. I can't get you. I'm a poo. Little pee-pee poo-poo. Oh, wait, there is a zip line here. Whoa, I zipped my pants down. Just sort of sliding down on using his cock. Life moves pretty fast. Oh, you can see my Steam notifications. You somehow made your way to the building next door using the zip line. Remains of what used to be tents are scattered throughout the roof. Looks like this was once was some sort of evacuation shelter, but now no sign of activity. Well, I'm certainly curious about the world here, but it does make me wonder how good old Kent here ended up on the roof of a building and not knowing there were monsters and basically the apocalypse happening. Maybe he was isekai'd into this alternate reality where some sort of multi-dimensional poo monsters killed everyone. I shuddered as I heard a voice call out from behind, although I couldn't see him. It was a male voice. He'd probably been watching me the entire time. You had documents? The man's voice was cold. I held up documents GP gave me. Alright, looks good. Oh, cool. What a nice lad. Oh god, that texture warping. Oh dear. I know the PS1 was very... Oh god. I know the PS1 was very notorious for affine texture warping, but it was never on that level. Oh dear, that is so crusty. It's kind of creepy. It's like the building's alive. Sort of reacting to your every move. What the hell's that? It's pizza! Big old pizza. So, Drac, when are you making your PS1 style survival horror game? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That you're definitely going to sell. Show you. Big old tarp. Oh god, that's the wall, okay. Sorry, I couldn't tell from it undulating its flesh in front of me. Just wandering around like a dumbass right now. Oh, where am I? Okay, I'm making my way back out. Making my way downtown. I don't know the lyrics to that song, unfortunately. Oh! It's locked. Okay. Well, we know about that. I believe. What about in here? Okay, so we can open these at some point because they're locked. See, if I learn anything from Silent Hill is if the lock is broken or jammed, then you can't go in there. But, oh yeah, shit, I'm already lost where I'm meant to go. But if it says it's locked, then you will be able to go in there eventually. Did I walk through the gate? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I am meant to be down here. I couldn't quite remember if I walked through that gate or not. Walk through the gay. Because us British always forget our T's and words. Walk through the gay. That's a good idea. Oh, ladder. Yeah, somehow I didn't see this. Oops. Drac should make a horror game about Knut Shelf. Main character has his own gravitational field. Yeah, he literally does. Just ends up distorting matter around him. You know, deep inside, he's... You know, he may not be fat on the outside, but that fatness protrudes from within. Literally has a whole solar system around him in his jacket right now. Oi. Oh, alright, hello.
Hey there.
Hey there. Ugh. Oh, the fire graphics on that barrel was great, though. Greeted the first person that I saw was this guy watching me through the gate. The thin, long-haired man glanced at me and laughed feebly. Nice to meet a new face around here. His voice was different from the one I'd heard earlier. He said his name was Harris Barley, the sole tenant of this building. I asked him how to get to the tower. He said that you could zip line there from the building next door, however it wasn't that simple. See, I'm also looking for a way out of here. The ladder leading there is blocked by the fence. By a fence, even. If you wanna... Wait, you mean that fence I can just climb over? It's like bloody Marathon Man again, who can't, like, just lift his knees up just ever so slightly. Want to reach the tower? You have to find a way through. Harris handed me a key, and he said this.
Help me find a way out of this dump. Can't promise it'll
Look
be
at that
easy,
fire. He's burning the gay. Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely. It's got a big old 90s PC up here. Man, you can play Quake on the roof. He's living the life. The life we all want. The life we crave. So there's the ladder again. Ah, there it is. So wait, he gave me a key, right? If I remember correctly. I believe he did. I think he gave me a key to the hatch here. Yes, yes he did. Farted at me. Never! Oh. Making a survival horror does sound like something you would do though, Drac. Maybe not now, but one day. The craving for like a classic Silent Hill will be too strong. And then you think to yourself, this is the perfect way to finally start learning from 3D. Oh man, imagine that. Setting up our own little studio together. Lovely. Might be a good reason to go back into my 3D modelling stuff again. Make some cool low poly monsters and whatnot. And really flex my writing chops. Probably shouldn't touch it. Yeah, probably not. You get splinters. It'll hurt. Give you a boo-boo. Go through the mine. FPS Pro tags when there's a 5cm tall obstacle in the ground. Yep. Just insane panic. It seems like they can only attack me from a certain angle. Yeah, I guess because they have kind of like a slug head. You know, where the eye stalks are is where they attack. Okay, that makes them a lot less threatening. So I probably don't even have to kill those things. Unless they're in the way, obviously. Okay, so we got a suitcase here. And they do love their combinations, don't they? Oh, more health. I think that's the game's admission that it's like, yeah, it's gonna get a bit silly. You're gonna need to stock up, my dudes. He hits them with such heft. I think my favourite FPS, my favourite boomer protagonist moment is in Doom 2 in the suburbs when you try to reach the exit but it's blocked by the two pillars. That's only barely slightly too thin for you to walk through. And I like to imagine Doom Guy just like trying to fit in through that to get to the exit, and he's like trying to squeeze him in there like he's a poo. But it's too fat. Whoa, it's me. It's like a little bust of me. Kent here is busty. He's got the massivest boober in the world. That's when you know he's a waifu. And as we all know, the big boober waifus are the best. Elevator's out of Soivis. Guessing it's also elevator. Yeah, it's out of Soivis. And doors locked from the other side. Fair enough. You're open though. Oh no, that's where we've been. Oops. Duh. At least then you have a good excuse for bad models and not being able to tell what a creature is makes it more scary. Yeah, exactly. See, I've always liked the idea of working on a PlayStation 1 aesthetic game like this. I think it'll be quite nice. No, but yeah, that's where that's where I came from. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool to work on with friends. Well, you can get Muffgab to work on the soundtrack. And Craven. Well, Craven can basically do everything. If his Thornius map and Piece of Hell and the incredible Dopefish is anything to go by. Oh, save, hello. Yeah, might as well collect everything while we're here first. He looks so dopey. Ooh! Shotgun. Certificate hangs on the wall. Okay, so I'm guessing the suitcase code is 788. You know, it probably doesn't make any sense when you think about that realistically, but this is a survival horror game, so you kind of have to throw logic out the window to solve puzzles.
What the hell is that?
Oh, hello. It's gonna eat the poo. When the monsters have a scat fetish. Oh god. Whee. Yeah, that's a big boy. Look at the size of that thing. It's bloody Tetsuo from Akira. Imagine it's going to be quite a bit faster than the poo monsters as well. Oh, there's a document here. No, newspaper fucking even. Duh. Atom collider explodes, terrorism suspected. Reports indicate that the atom collider at the UK-1K Foundation exploded today at dawn. Police are currently investigating it as an accident, although foul play is presumed. Furthermore, the whereabouts of Dr. Randall. Dr. Randall? Oh yeah. Frequent user of the collider. Ah yes, you know, frequent user. It's just her hobby, her pastime. Are currently unknown and she is wanted for questioning. We can also confirm no leakage of contamination as a result of the accident. Something certainly leaked out of it, that's for certain. Wait, did I say something certain? Oh my god, I'm being bloody fucking redundant again, aren't I? Ugh. Yeah, so I believe the suitcase was 788. Well, I can just go back and have a look. Might as well. They're so slow. Oh god, controller. Oh dear, what the hell happened there? Okay, weird. For some reason, actually, yeah, it just somehow reconnecting my controller made the... Oh god, I'm stuck in here. Well, might as well try this out. Oh god, I got reload. Ugh. Right. Yeah, Bluetooth adapter on my PC is a bit dodgy. A bit dodgy. Okay. Oh, don't rub your cock on the table. Only anime girls can do that. Oh no, wait, the certificate. Yeah. There it is. Gotta remind myself. Are you certain you're certain about that? I fucking knew I said certain twice. I fucking knew it. I keep doing that. I keep, like, just being completely redundant in my sentences. It's so irritating. Oh god, he's got bloody cowardice. That's weird. Go away. That is like everything combined together that's ever existed. Right. So I believe 788. Well, I can just go up here. What? No. Oh, I thought I brained that as well. But no, I didn't. Aha, you missed. Aha, you also missed. So I'm guessing I'm probably gonna have to kill the big boy. Just in case. How much ammo do I have? Way too much. Oh. Yeah, he's a toughie. Not too tough though. Well, might as well deal with these guys. Oh yeah, got reload. I've got the ammo for it, so why the ball's not? Bam! There we go. Yeah, I believe that's a third one, ain't? Yeah, it's over there. Oh, I see him. Oh, I see him. Might want to read the certificate again, actually, just in case. See if I can get any other information out of that. Where'd the Pooh Man go? Where'd he go? Pooh Man? Are you here? Disappeared, he did. Big monster milkers. Ugh. No. Okay. For Presented to Diner, certificate of excellence. 1424? No. No. Well, we can actually look at August there. So August is the 8th month of the year. And 24. Maybe we could do that? That is 3 numbers, so maybe that. 824. That could be the answer. So I might as well commit to that while we have the chance. Ah, look at Kent, just like no, not a single ounce of... Oh, what's the word? Shit, I forgot the word. Oh well, never mind. Ah. I'm not quite sure what that could be now. It's not a clue. I still watch from the other side. Big shame. Yeah, I still need a key. What about now? Is there anything I missed? Any notes or letters or anything? Can I push this? No. Oh, I can check it. Oh, there's a bloody key there, you sneaky fucking arsehole. Why was there just a random key there? That was a sneaky arsehole move. Can't believe this. There probably was a sign that there was something there. I just didn't see it. It's a good thing I just randomly looked over there. Where did the poo man go? Track's right here in chat. Yeah, he's Drakara's a little bit pooey. Like he wants Sorlag to, but no. Speaking of which, Drakaya, did you sniff Sorlag's cloaca? I hope you did. Well, she's gonna be well moody. BAM! That's surprisingly fast for a bloody shotgun, wow. Surprisingly fast, there's a thing on there. What? Yeah. A note. To Biff. Really? That's the kind of name I give my characters. Biff. I don't, like, who calls their child Biff? Granted, I usually call my characters like Biffington or Biffingson or Bifferton or Biffin Bastard. But, yeah, it's bizarre. Before you go home tonight, make sure you give the cleaners the instructions for the building management system. They're in the suitcase I showed you the other day, remember right? The passcode is the last 3 digits. Ah, sneaky. So sneaky. The last 3 digits of the food sanitization number. I know you don't have the greatest memory. Hopefully that'll help. Ha! Someday, somehow, you will. Jakai just gets isekai'd into Quake Champions. But then gets moody because he gets railgunned a lot. I'm joking. Quake Champions is certainly a toughie, but it's fun. I'm still surprised I usually end up on the middle of the scoreboard, which is okay, I'm going the wrong way. Which is kind of okay for me, since I don't play many multiplayer shooters and many multiplayer games with randos in general, but you know, that's pretty alright for me. I'm pretty okay with that. Actually, yeah, we didn't go behind the counter here, did we? No, okay, we can't do that anyway. Fair dues. Okay, let's have a look at the thingy here. The last 3 numbers. 929. Okay, alright, okay. We can do that. I love how he holds the shotgun as well. Sort of like the Resident Evil 1 walking animations where the shotgun is just being waved around like a baby. A baby with a super soaker. Which was always fun to watch. Okie dokie, 929. Slug monster. 929. Yay. There's a note on the floor. Okay, you only just noticed that now. From the building superintendent, cleaning of the building's outer walls will go on as planned. Work is to begin tomorrow morning, ending with the top floor. Please tell the boss that window scaffolding is set up and ready to go. Oh.
I can probably use the scaffold. I should tell Harris this.
Yeah, I probably should. You sure you didn't have anything else in there? No items? No, okay. Should probably use up an item, actually. Let's go find Harrison Ford. Oh yeah. It's out this way. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, Varda's actually playing Thea. Funny how I was talking about Thea before. Well, you know, we certainly have to raid him to enjoy that soon, won't we? Which I'll probably be finishing up in about half an hour. Because I don't like going for super long ones. Not anymore. It's a bit too much effort. Yeah, hello.
Well, how'd it go?
How'd it go? Ah yes, let's talk more beside the gay fire. I showed him the note I found downstairs. Harris nodded while reading it. The window scaffolding, huh? Not bad. If I got on the scaffold hanging outside the building, I should be able to go across the fence. Pretty dangerous, 2 floors below here, so make sure you're ready. Now I need to get through. Funny how things work. That wasn't enough. The power for most of the machinery is out. If you want to get to the scaffold moving, you'll need to find an emergency power switch.
Be on guard. You got a weapon, right?
I do love how he doesn't see my my shotgun. That's dangerously close to his feet there. Let's warm ourselves by the gay fire. Lovely. You ain't gonna destroy my gay fire. It's mine. Worship the gay fire. Become its minion. It is your god now. Bop. So it says 2 floors down there's going to be scaffolding, which is what's going to get us past this fence. Which apparently Kent is a absolute, and Harris actually, they just can't handle climbing over that tiny fence. It's just too much for them. They can't do it. I bet you we go down there, and there'll be a monster bashing through the barricade. That will let us through to the other side. Summoned all your strength. Oh, okay. No, in fact, we were the monster that smashed through the barricade. Wow. Kent, don't fuck with him. Do not fuck with him. He'll mess you up. Oh, more content. Actually, I should probably... Nah, we already saved it, so we don't need to save it again. Elevator's still out. Don't know why I keep checking that. Force a habit. Oh, okay, no doors around here. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Well, that's that was back in 1995. Thank you for coming. That was very sudden. It just like opens the door, dead. Oh, this game's great. When I came to, I'd finally I'd fallen into what looked like a factory, fallen from a ladder and had no idea how to get back. I could have sworn I was inside a building just a moment ago, but it feels like I was flung here all of a sudden. A generator. I need to find an auxiliary generator. But why? I feel like I'm losing consciousness. Maybe because of all the gas filling the air here. Gas. Gas, 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 gas. We're gonna choke on farts? I hope so. Kent looks like an absolute dummy boy, so he probably would choke on farts. Get sat on and suffocate. Do we need to do that? I imagine all the other doors were broken anyway, so I imagine it wasn't really a big deal. You know, I'm the kind of person who likes to just kind of roll with it. Now, whether there was some secret ending or something, well, we'll never know. Oh god, ah! No, I don't want to go down the bloody... Fucking hell, Kent. I literally tried walking back up and he went all the way down. Ah, purple fart gas, the last one must be down here. Turns out the pheromones hurt. Yes, Kent, he is the long-lost offspring of Drakaya. Yeah, I'll probably just get out our wrench, why not? Ugh. Sniff. Even if it makes you bleed your guts out. Oh, well done. Smash. Sniff it all up. Huff it. Can we go around here? Yes, we can. Oh, no, that's going to kill us. Imagine the massive Salazzle farm they have. To make all of... Oh, okay, I didn't see that one. Fair enough. What is that, like a big mound of flesh there? Looks like it. It's like the bull pool at like kids' parties. Except it's a mound of flesh. Just go ballistic in it. Go full gremlin mode. Yeah, I don't want to go there. The valve is closed. Seems like the gas leak near the catwalk on the other side has stopped. Okay, wait, did he just disappear for a second there? Oh no, it's on the other side, okay. I get the feeling this is probably going to be a bit of a puzzle. A big old puzzle, like the one in Call of Cthulhu I did earlier today. Which seemed normal at first, but then when you realise what the true solution is, it's like, how was anybody ever supposed to figure that one out? Like the gas near the catwalk on the other side. Oh my god, I had to go all the way around again. Oh, game. Game. Oh, okay, I don't want to walk into that. Might as well close this one while we're at it. Okay, alright, yeah, so... Gas near the central catwalk. Seems like all the gas has discharged. So is... Oh, is that all of them? Oh no, no it's not. Oh, I nearly walked into that. That would have been very disastrous. Central catwalk, it said, I believe. Yes. Yay. A note. A note on the floor. Which of the puzzles was that? It was the one, the Marsh Refinery, where you find where you need to deal with the, you know. Just in case Rikaya wants to play it, or anyone else who might be in chat want to play it. I can't give that away. That guy, XXXXXX, he's porn, who we hide in October, is useless. I can get him to move stuff around, but if I ask him to operate machines, he ignores me every time. We're open to employ XXXXX. Open to employ Dick. Cyberpunk music. And I'm all for that. But I just don't get this guy. What's scary about an LED display? Welcome, cyberpunk music. That meme is still so good. Never fails to get a laugh out of me. So yeah, I don't want to go through that door just yet, because it did say that a gas valve over here was closed. Oh, okay. Gonna go down here. No, not yet. Okay, let's go take the door. If the little ball that could has taught me anything, it's to always make sure you can take the directions that you can come back from before you go through the ones that you can't come back from. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to take the leap then. Which, yeah, if you haven't played the little ball that could, I know Reptoid has. It's very cool, very fun, and very comfy. The kind of game that would be perfect to wind down with after the spooky month. Remember getting lost in the refinery? Was it a puzzle where you have to drain the tanks? Drain the... No. No, oh, I think I know which one you're on about, but no, that one. That one was quite easy. It's a valve puzzle. Where it's where you need to do a certain thing with gas. And when gas was being moldy, well, it kind of made it tricky. And it says it's flammable, but you shoot your gun and it doesn't light up. Instead, you have to try opening something that really isn't much common sense, but because it creates sparks, you have to do it to proceed. Which is... yeah, it's a bit... I don't know how anyone would figure that one out. You know, I had to use a walkthrough for it. But once I did figure it out, yeah, it's like, yeah, that puzzle was done, but I'm still enjoying the game, so I can look past it. Now that I know how to do it, it won't be a pain. Because it might be the kind of game I'll be replaying on stream at some point. Maybe in the next couple of years or so. Just because I am enjoying it that much. Whoa. Okay, the game just... what happened? Okay, it just kind of alt-tabbed itself. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind when the time is right and... shit, I forgot the lyrics. That was bizarre. I don't know why it did that. Can I go up here? No. Can I go up here? Yeah. Sure there isn't anything we need to find down here? You sure? I can't use the machines or anything. I mean, it did, like, make the gas go away down here, but what am I supposed to do? Oh god, let's turn around there. Hey. Check. Oh, there we go, okay. Seems like the gas leak near the tank has stopped. Near the tank? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I know where that is. I know where that is. Something in the distance there. I got faded out by the fog. What's the health like? Yeah, we could probably do with, yeah, there we go. Probably do with a save as well while we're at it. Yes, I do. Yay. Alright, yeah, you think that took you a while as well? Probably didn't help matters that you was, drunk for the majority of those streams. Oh, you streamed it? Oh yeah, I think I actually didn't come to those because I didn't want spoilers. I'm pretty certain that's why I didn't come to those, because I always wanted to just finally beat the game myself. And it feels good to finally settle my score with that game, because I really do appreciate it a lot more as an adult than I did as a child. As a teen, as a wee bab. A little wee baby. What's over here? No. Pretty sure I used that already. Take the leap. What the balls are they? Oh, okay. What? They look so weird. Wanna get, honestly, the shotgun just seems to be, like, just flat out of the... Oh god, I forgot the shoot button. Ah! Hello, little Twiggy man. Oh, okay. Lovely. Like little Twiggy men with little flesh popping out of them. They look so weird. I kind of like them though. They sort of have that... With the different coloured beads on their little antenna, they have like a slight ravenous Teletubby vibe to them. I don't know why. Oh, it's a suitcase. Key! Is that for... Oh yeah, that must be for the door up, Yeah, I believe I know what that's for. So, how do we get down from here then? We can't jump back up, can we? Oh, we can! Yay! Need to be drunk to play Dark Corners of the Earth. Blah. More like Drac Corners of the Earth. Oh, wait, is this a Valve? Yes, it is. I hate Valve puzzles. But, yeah. I imagine that would be funny. That would be hilarious to watch. For sure. If I beat it, I'll probably watch that like I did for your old Rise of the Triad playthrough, which was hilarious. Especially when you got moody, started screaming. One of the parts that playthrough that got lost forever, since you've got... Oh, I didn't read that. That makes me sad now. Oh, yeah, that would have been fun to watch. But unfortunately, I can't... Oh, Teletubbies! Ah, they're so weird. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Bloody... Right, yeah, we're getting pretty messed up here. I think I'm gonna have to deal with these. Ah. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a bit messed up here. Oh no! Ay. There's a memo on top of the console. There sure is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just avoid these. At least try to get one container moved, get the green one over to the loading bay, and don't come back until you're done. Okay. Yeah, that's basically giving me the answer here. Oh. I see I need to move the green container over to that gate. It's like oh! No! No! Oh gosh. How am I going to deal with these? I don't have a quick turn, and he turns so slow. Lay him down, you bloody... Oh, now I have to reload. Oh god. This is awful. This is awful. This is terrible. Oh god, this is going to be the death of me. Yep. Well, it's the first time we died. I think, yeah, I think we were set back a little bit here. Not quite sure by how much, but I guess we should save it before going in there, shouldn't we? Is the gas over here done? Not quite sure. But if it is, then it'll be a pretty easy thing to do. Maybe they're weak to the pistol. Maybe. Okay, yeah, we can go down here. Lovely. Okay. No, actually, they're less, Teletubbies are more like Pikmin. Like a little messed up, moldy Pikmin. Oh dear. When they get close, right up into your face, like, your character just shoots over them. That's really fucking irritating. Yeah, I get the feeling those enemies are going to be an absolute nightmare. Little Teletubby Pikmin. Nobody wants to be in your corners. Someone's outside going, "Oh, fucking hell, mate, who are you?" Fucking British people, can't stand them. Also had a sanity loss at moment at the end of that playthrough due to a game-breaking bug. Hopefully you don't have to suffer that as well. Hopefully not, but I have heard of that game-breaking bug. I have heard it's pretty terrible, and I've heard that VOD dealt with it as well. But I did download the patch, and setting that up on a non-Windows system was actually fairly easy. You kind of had to do a little bit more tinkering, but and once I figured out a method that works, it just worked just like Windows, really. So yeah, that was pretty decent. So hopefully with the patches applied, I shouldn't have to deal with them neither. Oh god. Ugh. No. Okay, that's one of them down. Come here. Little fucking Pikmin. Can we shoot? Kent! Fucking hell, your mother should have called you cunt. Because you are one. Yeah, there's only one of them now, so... There we go. Oh yeah, the pistol was definitely much better for that. I can't manually reload, that's irritating. I really don't know why it doesn't let me manually reload. So in Silent Hill and Resident Evil, you can just like combine the bullets with your gun and boom, reloaded, done, dusted. No more hassle than that. But not in this, sadly. Then again, this game doesn't have a run function, so I think you even swore never to replay it because of that moment. Oh dear. It was that bad. What I've heard from that is that it was actually a frame rate issue. Like when I first started it, the sensitivity for the mouse was really fucking low. And I heard that over 60 it can actually break some game logic and whatnot. So I fixed that myself, and I've not been having any issues other than that. But the only like funny issue I've had is when I increase the FOV. And it's really funny because sometimes in cutscenes it looks like Jack is holding his hand out like he's about to punch someone in Doom. So like when it comes up to a certain character, recurring character, when Jack is going loopy, it's like he's about to like literally punch her in the back of the head. Or when he gets his pistol out, sometimes his hand is just like holding below the pistol as if he's gonna grab someone's balls. It's so funny. But having that FOV, ooh, very nice. And it doesn't break the shooting or anything. So it's very nice that I have that as well. Moody! Who, me or Reptiloid? Oh yeah, you even downloaded a community patch live on stream for that specific bug. Even that patch didn't work. Oh, yes, I think I know why that didn't work. I think it was, certain things don't apply on the save you're in until you change level. Like, that was for the FOV for me. It didn't actually apply that until I was on the next level, and then my FOV was fine. But yeah, you basically had to replay the whole game again. If you didn't have any save points built before that unfortunate moment. Yeah, my condolences, Reptiloid. It's a shame I didn't get to see that mind break. That would have been hilarious. That sounds amazing, don't think you've seen that. Yeah, it was great. If I ever do a playthrough on stream, like next year or something like that, then we can experience that one together, because it was quite hilarious. Reptiloid's the moody. He's always a moody. Reptiloid's the angry boy. And Drakaya is the fuck off when the game is annoying him. And I'm just like, I range from, it's fine, to, I'm not having fun anymore, guys. I always just sound very sad. Like a sad bear. Ooh. Get the green one over to the loading bay. Yeah, we've already read this. Before the Pikmin horribly murdered me. The Teletubby Pikmin. That's what I'm going to call them now. Teletubby Pikmin. I think that's quite a good name for them. Puzzles, oh god. Well, suddenly it's like very, what's the word? Intimidating. Actually, yeah, let's move you over there. I've never been good at these sorts of puzzles, unfortunately. Can I move you here? No, okay. No. Oh, actually. Move you over there. Move you over here. Oh. Ah. No. Oh, gosh. No, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm sure yous have already figured this out, and I'm probably just a big old dirt brain right now. That's probably what's going on. Just trying to think about this for a second. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Not a clue. Yeah. There we go. Well, that somehow worked. And that somehow worked. I was fluking most of it. You ended up playing a YouTube video after of the final cutscene at the end of the stream. Was it literally like right at the end as well? Fucking hell, it's like reminding me of Drakengard 3 all of a sudden. That fucking bit. I wonder if Halloween struggled with that on this playthrough. Do you want to go through here? Yeah, why not? Because I imagine he did struggle quite a bit with that. Hey, wait, what? Why am I back here again? I honestly don't remember what, Well, let's go back through there. I can't remember what my goal is in this. Brain just turned to mush. It's the near block pushing room puzzles taken to its logical extreme. Of course, because back in 1995 is actually it's actually the prequel to the Legion War here in the near universe, as you can tell. Literally like 5 minutes from the ending. Oh, that's rough. Oof. Dr. Porn, this is my final report. I'm in complete disagreement with your diagnosis. He's unable to fit in and has been destroying the facility again. I can't have him here any longer. I've already told the guards. Thanks for your understanding. I need a sip. Ugh, lip getting dry. Ah. There's a ladder there. No, I want to go down the ladder. Doesn't let me. Oh. So why did I... No, we just can't go down there. So why... What was the purpose of that puzzle? I know we need to get down to the scaffolding. But what was any of that? I really don't know. I really don't know. Go down here? No, okay, we just can't go down there full stop then. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess we can go back to Kent. Oh, Kent? No, Harris. See if he has anything to say. Because I do not know what the goal of any of that was. I literally, I don't even, yeah. I think that's probably a good remark I can make on that. Still salty the anime didn't take place during the Legion War. Would have been the perfect setting for not only crazy battle scenes, but delving into some of the more fascinating parts of the lore. Exactly, like the Legion War is the one thing I think most Nier fans want to explore, but fucking hell, it has to be just the game again.
All right, move the barricade and mosey on down.
Move the barricade and mosey on down.
All right, move the barricade and mosey on down.
Oh yeah. I've already done that. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. But yeah, I feel Cyberpunk Edge Runners is just gonna completely kind of make the Nier anime just look lesser than that, because Cyberpunk Edge Runners was a fucking fantastic self-contained story within the universe. That's all it needed to be. And it got me into wanting to get into the game, actually get into exploring Night City and stuff like that. And I loved Night City so much, I actually stopped driving around and just walked around everywhere. And you can easily walk around the entire city. It feels like the whole place was built purely for doing that. And it's so cool and it's so comfy and fun and just so many cool sights to take in. And that's probably one of my favourite aspects of Cyberpunk. And Edgerunners just was the catalyst that got me into that game. And man, I am very happy they're doing a sequel of that. And it actually makes me hope they do a couple other series of a couple other anime of Cyberpunk Edgerunners, you know, like if Edgerunners was the street kid origin, it would be fun to see like the Corpo and the Nomad origin as well. Just seeing them bring all sorts of all sorts of different stories to the universe. And yeah, Rebecca is the best. She is just amazing. I love Lucy. She's great. But Rebecca just fucking steals the show every time she's on there. And oh my, that ending. Oh boy, that ending. Wow. I'm not going to say it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but just watch it. Seriously, it really is just that fucking good. Like, so much so, I've seen people say that it's like the new height of anime, and it's what, like, anime should do. Oh god! Oh, I'm pretty low on health. Yeah, this is rough. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I was expecting that. I tried to get around, but it didn't quite work, so I think I'm gonna have to fight at least one of them. How much ammo do we have for the shotgun, actually? We're doing pretty good on ammo, actually. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So I could probably deal with both of them if we need to. But yeah, I really hope that there's more anime like Edgerunners, just self-contained stories in a larger universe. Speaking of which, if anime does start going down this route of, you know, being adaptations of video games and whatnot, what games would you like to see the most having their own anime series? I did put a list on mine, and it would be like, you know, Nier, but an actual original story and not just bloody Nier Automata again. The Elder Scrolls. Shit, what else did I say? Yeah, those two are the main ones that come to mind, and Elder Scrolls is like the perfect one to do that with. There's so many stories you can tell with that was just never covered in the games. So much lore and history and stuff like that that fucking Todd keeps dangling in front of us like a carrot on a stick. And just never gives us the whole picture. There's just so much to Elder Scrolls. That making an anime series for that would be pretty damn great. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, it might be a good idea to get rid of them both. Just because they are so large. Oh, Lava playing Vampire Survivors. There you go. We got our Clem cameo for the day, for the stream. Torn out a piece of paper. Do tell me, tear me apart, Lisa. Everyone here is out of their minds. I thought everything had finally fallen into place. Boy, was I wrong. It's chaos here. Everyone has chaos. Kill chaos. Ugh. Everyone's turned against each other. No word from the outside world. We've probably been cut off intentionally. It's only a matter of time before things get ugly. I need to get out. Come to think of it, I heard of someone else who's planning on escaping. Should probably stick with them. Well, I guess we know that shit went tits up over here. But that wasn't exactly a secret now, was it? Turn around, you slow asshole. No whiteboard. Oh, can I go in there? No. Fortunately, I cannot. Very sad. I wonder how the bitrate is holding up with the CRT effect, actually. Because I imagine it would be quite hilarious. Path is blocked. Oh, pardon me. Path is stuck, jammed, won't budge. Yeah, that's where we walked into to get to the factory. Door seems to be broken now. Okay, so how do we get to the scaffold here? You sure there isn't anything I missed in here? Surely not. That's just chairs. Just more chairs. Yeah, there is the document. Oh, there's a fucking door here. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I just hid it from me, just ever so slightly. Bastard. Maybe if I had a key. Maybe. Maybe, baby. I was just walking on the floor, like, on the spot there. Beautiful. Well, I'd be worried if he was walking on the walls, you know. Why do I keep pressing A to fire? I already know it's bloody X, but I keep pressing A. Okay, lovely. Shotgun shells, how many do we have? A lot more than we used. Oh, there's another one there. Here we go, Reptiloid. You can enjoy the legs on this monster. Since you've taken quite a liking to it. No, Ken, get your fat out the way. Ugh! I like to imagine that's how Spriggan children first start out before they become more humanish. Oh god, I need a bit of an itch. Eee. Oh, that's a bit better. I'll say E, like Mini-Me from Austin Powers. E! You know what, I'm really glad they only did 3 films for Austin Powers. They were all bangers. And I feel if they just kept making more and more of them, they would just suck. In my opinion. So I feel it was a good thing that they just kind of stopped doing them after 3. And man, what Goldmember was like a great place to leave it. I wish more series and whatnot would do that. Just know when to fucking stop. All of Ubisoft's games. Sorry, I had a bit of a cold there, as you can tell. Ugh, I actually do have a runny nose. Ever so slightly. Hey, we're down here. Oh, finally. Yeah, off to space. Yeah, one of mine as well. It's just one of those absolute classic films. Yay, we did it. Right, now we can go back to Harris and get ourselves a save point. Why not? Bop. I'm considering leaving it here, but I might go until 10. Maybe. I'm debating. I'm not quite sure. Oh, he's gone. No, he left the gay fire on its own. Arsehole. Yeah, I think we can go. We can go until about 10 o'clock. Why not? I'm getting into this. You know, as mouldy as it is, I want to play just a bit more of it. It's enjoyable. But yeah, Austin Powers is one of those trilogies that is just perfect all around. It didn't try too hard to be anything special. It just did its thing, and in turn, it became special because, well, it's just good comedy.
Gotta open the gate first.
And I feel if they ever went and did like a sequel or a reboot of it, it would just suck. Especially nowadays when everything has to be like politically correct. It's just yeah, it would ruin Austin Powers, and I'm glad they're leaving it to rest. Because it means that the original 3 films will not be sullied. Seems like it should be finishable. Oh. What, tonight? I don't really want to go past 10 o'clock because I like to have like a couple of hours to unwind before I head off to bed at around midnight. So I don't think we will finish it tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. Got to open the gate first and let Harris in. I literally just did. Oh, unless Harris is like... Is he like down here somewhere? Okay, it's saying I need to open the gate and let Harris know. Where is Harris? Where'd the fucking homeless bastard go? He just kind of buggered off. Unless he was up there and I just completely missed him. That is equally possible, in all honesty. Already beyond the time it says. Yeah, I mean, I did do a lot of running around trying to find... trying to find the bloody code for that suitcase earlier. No, it wasn't for the suitcase, it was for the door. I spent way too long trying to find that. Probably won't cut it out when it goes on YouTube. It'll probably all stay just for the lulz. So everyone can laugh at me like, "Hey, shit!" at games. Yeah, Harris is definitely not here. Yeah, it's definitely not here. So where the ball bags did he go? Is it like somewhere in here now? No, I've been down there.
Gotta open the gate first and let Harris in.
I already did. I opened the gate and he's not there anymore. Do I have to like talk to him? Do I have to find him in the building or something? Yeah, because he's just not up there. Could he be down here somewhere? Harris? You bastard, where are you? Okay. I've got no clue what to do now. Hi Takeshi, how you doing? Hope you're good. Yeah, I think we have like, I think it said we had a whole nother area after this. So we're probably not anywhere near the end. Where the fucking hell did Harris go? I think I might have to look up a walkthrough because... Jesus Christ, I hope this didn't break or anything. Because Harris is not where he is normally. And truth be told, I don't really fancy looking all the way around the place. So yeah, I'm gonna look for this. Give me a second. Back in 1995 walkthrough. Holy shit, somebody did this in like 47 minutes, bloody hell. Oh, shut up. Right, let's have a look. Right. Just sort of speeding through this right now. Wait, what?
Space where Harris was.
Okay, turn scaffolding on.
Now go through the gate and back to Harris.
Okay, open the gate. Actually, I'll probably let you watch along with me. It'll be fun and comfy. Here you go. Right, let's have a look here. Yeah, he went back up. Alright. Top. Yeah, he is gone. He's meant to be gone.
Interact with the empty space where Harris was.
Why do I need to do that? That's bizarre. Okay. You have to interact with the space where Harris was. Why? That's like when your character just like realize, hey, you know, it's not here. Let's just bugger off. Hey, you all gotta look at my tasty new desktop look, which I quite like. Be careful of showing your lewd bookmarks. I like to make sure everyone knows what my kinks are. Ugh. ... Harris was nowhere to be found. Okay, but that was dumb. Why did you just need to check a random spot where he was before? There's like no indication to that whatsoever. That was awful. Oh no, wait, we need to go down. That's why. That was very silly. Very, very silly indeed. So screw and embrace the lewd bookmarks. Yes, indeed. Takeshi is very based. Eh. Can we go up now? Yes, we can. Okay, lovely. That was awfully annoying and contrived. No, okay, we need to, actually, how would the wrench do? Yeah, evidently not very good. Not good at all. I want to go out. And now that they're all on me, I can't really do anything about that. So I guess the ideal way right now is to just sort of walk past them. Oh, okay. I think there's like a critical hit system where you do double damage sometimes. Yeah, I don't want to get them both on me. Come on, shoot! I still got a fucking hit off. Yeah, controls are a bit moldy. But like a lot moldier than your classic survival horrors. It's kind of a bit unwieldy at times. Ah. Right. Good old wrench. Come here, you bastard. Ah, you missed. Say hey. I don't need to fight those ones, I believe. Wait, there is a zipline there, isn't there? Yes. I'll at least get this one here. And...
Father, I need to leave me.
what?
Ah, not again.
Oh, we're gonna fall over. I do like that CRT effect. It is kind of cool. You buy porn games on your main gaming account and you're proud. Of course. That's very based indeed, Takeshi. Same, you get hentai games on Steam and play them while online. People already know you're shameless. That we do know. For me, I just don't have any interest in porn games. If I'm being perfectly honest with you. That's why I don't have any of them. But hey, you never know, Spooky Milk Life might change my mind. I couldn't say that with a straight face. Oh man. I remember everything up until I passed out. When I read the zipline, I remember a voice calling out to me. It was a woman's voice. Women? They exist. One I recognised, albeit vaguely. And then there I was, standing once again in an unknown place. The silence was deafening, and the pomp... That sounds like a Drakaya word. Pomp. Sounds like something he would say, just randomly. Pomp of the room gave off a ghastly vibe. Oh god, he's unzipped his pants again. Kent here is ready to fuck. Man, we're on like some sort of weird... You know what this place reminds me of? It reminds me of the Shadow Lord's Tower in Nier. You know, where you need to answer the bird's questions. It is a part of the Nearverse all along. It's all connected. Well, not so much anymore. Now this just looks like the Shadow Lord's shag pad. A gigantic TV. Okay. I imagine that would probably be important later. But I think I'm probably gonna sort of wrap it up now. Just need to find a save point. But yeah, this has been a fun game. Oh, hello. Let me in. Let me in! No, I can't go in that way. I want to be the creepy stalker man. Ugh. So alas, I cannot smash the windows. This is looking very funky indeed.
Well, I'll be a guest. Please, please, take a seat.
Yeah, well.
Oh, sorry, I'm just...
Nothing wrong with that, homie. Yeah. Some people's cup of tea, but not mine. Don't really buy lewd games unless they have proper gameplay as well. Like Donna Donna. Oh my god, you're real! Yeah. You're not a figment of our imagination at all. It's amazing. There is another game called Omega something Labyrinth. And well, the way you level up in that is that your character's boobs just keep getting bigger until they're literally monstrously oversized. That's how you grow more in power. So, sorry to tell you, Reptiloid, but small booba is weak. Maybe it will be important, or maybe they just want to show how big their TV is. Yeah, it could be either. Before I could get another word out, the older woman spoke in a gentle yet stern voice. My name is Elfreda. I'm in charge here. She followed that up by stating that she didn't care who I was. Oh, okay, bitch. Fuck off. As long as you're here, there are rules you need to follow. I need to go to that tower, I answered. I pointed out the window in the direction of the tower. There was nowhere to be seen. Was another building in the way? Alfreda spoke again. Now, no need to be in such a rush. They'll come for you. Ugh! Come.
So you just wait here like a deer.
Like a deer.
You want me to wait?
That's right.
Their
Just
faces
sit
look so
tight.
silly like this. Oh. Beautiful. Well, ideally I would like to find a save point. Fortunately, this game is giving my friends here too much content. Can't believe this. They're going to grow fat on the content. Oh, what's this? Crank. That's a good film, that is. It's over here. A newspaper clipping, of course. Creature found on campus. Police investigate. A month has passed since the atom collider explosion. Locals are demanding authorities to investigate reports on mutated creatures spotted near the site of the explosion. However, the police maintain there have been no such creatures due to the high likelihood of a mass hysteria outbreak. They vow to continue the investigation. The fourth dimension. But that's it, get your fat ass out there. Oh, I saw painkillers there. No! I want them. I want to become the painkiller from the hit game, Painkiller. Become John Painkiller. Yay. I got him. Can I walk through here? I cannot. That's an awfully long, like, little run around there, especially when the camera angle doesn't change, but oh well. 'Tis fine. Yeah, I don't really get why a lot of people bitch about, you know, like tank controls and static camera angles. Honestly, for a game like this, it's kind of the perfect control scheme, in my opinion. Going for this sort of style. Whereas if the camera perspective keeps changing, then having the controls be more traditional, they just kind of get in the way, in my opinion. Whereas if you walk forward, no matter what direction you're going, you're always going to walk forward. It's just a shame Kent here turns like a literal woolly mammoth. Oh, no, now this is the shag pad. This is what I'm looking for. Strange opening on front of the desk. It's like a drawer can be pulled out. Well, do it then. Oh, the music reset. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think I can actually use my items on this, can I? Can I use crank? Item used. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. I can't believe that worked. There's a letter inside. Actually, I'll look up, look back at that video and see how much we have left of the game. Dear Papa, if you're reading this, everything is going as I predicted. Believe me, I want to tell you everything in person, but this is the only way I can reach you. I forgive you for everything you've done, so please forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Elisa.
Isn't that another survival horror game that's out right now, Elisa? Which I've heard is really, really good. Made by Alicesoft. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna check that right now. Give me a second. Okay, so I've still got the walkthrough open. No, it seems like we... Oh no. Yeah, maybe we're near the end. Yeah, we might actually be near the end. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll just keep going, then. But it seems like there's not really any combat, so we could probably just kind of take it very leisurely. Not quite sure where to go from here, though. Yeah, crazy that somebody beat this in like 47 minutes. I suppose let's do it. Oh, hi. Suddenly there's monsters everywhere. Might as well get the pistol out, why not? Right, turn around, you slob-ass. Yay, and reload. Yeah, I'm hitting him. Dead now, yay. Hello, reload. Thank you. Silly animations. Excuse me, get out of my shag pad. Oh, yeah, didn't see this, did I? I heard some patients try to escape again. That's the 3rd time this month. What the hell is security doing? One of them tried to jump off the roof, and took them a week to find the other one. If this continues, the damage might spread to the outside. Management might need to rethink how they run the place. Damage to the outside? Gigantic TV. Unfortunately, it's not big enough for me. Kent here is a bastard. Do one bullet. One bullet in each the shotgun and the pistol. Okay, where did it stop me from going? I haven't actually been inside that little swimming pool area, have I? That's it. Around there, please. Yeah, it seemed like, from what I quickly looked through, combed through, basically. Oh, shotgun. Is that it is literally just this sort of outdoor area that I need to figure out, and then that's basically the end of the game. So you are getting spoiled today, friends. Oh, I can't go under there. Pooh Man. Oh, wait there, give me a second, Pooh Man. Lovely. Yeah, it definitely has like a critical hit system. Is she still in there? Because it showed that I needed to get up to like the top of the building or something. We've already been in here though, haven't we? Yeah. Oh wait, there is a note here. There's a note on the floor. Alice may be soft, but you're hard. No. I mean, you're hard all the time, Drakaya. There's no need to tell us otherwise. Ever since Kent collapsed a few months ago, I thought he'd been acting strange. Today's behaviour confirmed my suspicions. For some reason, he decided to hide the key to his room. The key to his room? Didn't explain why. It was quite the mess. Okay. Oh, wait, didn't I already read this? Yeah. I have. No. It takes so long. Takes so long. Oh no. No, wait, yeah. Lovely. You know, I do actually have this game on the PS Vita as well. But I've not actually touched it on that. I'm a mess. I need to start buying so many games. Maybe I missed another... Yeah, there's another note in here. Is it just finding notes now or something? Because yeah, these notes definitely weren't here before. Regarding Mr. Kent Randall. Oh, hello. The patient collapsed in his room again. He was brought in by his family and should be hospitalized as soon as possible. According to tests, Mr. Randall seems to suffer from severe encephalopathy? Encephalopathy? Huh. His cognitive abilities may be gradually deteriorating. Maybe he can't run anymore. Oh, I guess that explains why I can't run. That's that feels like a very cheeky little joke from the developer for some reason. It's like, hey, you can't run anymore, you bastard. Yeah, this wasn't here before, neither. Patient should be hospitalized. It is not safe for him to be at home in his state. When he saw the paperwork we sent to his wife, he flew into a rage and ripped it to shreds. Whoa, he gamer raged. Only when butts and stuff, and lots of other things. Yeah, probably a bit too many things. Haven't actually played any Alisoft's other games. Maybe you should do that. You know, especially if you can play with one hand. Right? He's in denial of his current state, convinced it is the year 1995, when he was still in good health. He seems to have disowned himself from losing his job and becoming unable to function in society. Man, he's messed up, he is. He's a mess. He's more of a mess than me. Even I don't have a massive shag pad like that. Okay, what's down here though? Don't think I've actually been down here. Have I? I think this is where it said I can't go. Oh, wait, maybe I can actually go into the pool now. Oh, I don't need to get an Afro one. Yes, the pool's not closed. Well, I can't go into the water. There's a note on the floor. Think you played their 3D games, but you don't know if they came to the USA. Cough, bootlegging, cough. Naughty Tekishi. Can't believe this. They brought a new patient in, male in his 40s with severe brain issues and violent tendencies. Apparently his mind is stuck in 1995, so we're not supposed to show him anything that came after that year. That includes TVs, newspapers, appliances. Since his cognitive ability is stuck in 1995, anything that came afterwards appears completely foreign to him. He can play Doom for the rest of his life.
Looks like it's time to move on.
Oh yeah, there is a door down there, yeah. Well, I guess it is time to move on. Walk out here. No, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, I do remember it being on like the sort of outer rim here. The outer sky rim. No, fuck off. Todd can't keep getting away with that. But yeah, we're coming up to the end, and then this has been a fairly cozy little game. Wasn't particularly difficult, apart from that one bit where I died thanks to the Teletubby Pigmen. But apart from that, yeah, this has been a pretty good game. I enjoy. My neck is extending to the stars right now. This has been good mold. I hear someone's voice in the distance. My senses are fading, but I can faintly hear a voice calling out for me. How many years has it actually been? I don't even know anymore. I can't keep tormenting Alyssa like this. I beg of you, please set me free. Okay, that went surprisingly really dark. Do we have any other options here? Do we have like any alternative endings or anything? No, I guess we have to.
Forgive me, Alyssa.
Oh dear, it's gonna get dark.
It's all over now.
Oh dear. That animation though. Yeah, the story's a bit sad, but it was good mold and good jank. You just found out like, Oh, I'm dead now. Ugh. Oh, it's warping. That's a pretty cool effect. Oh, it's going moldy. Oh no, the devil's inside. My dad liked games, so after the accident, I thought it would liven him up and help with his memory loss. So I bought an old game console and some games for him, but it actually made him worse. He started believing he was the character and he was talking about monsters attacking him and escaping, and he kept saying, "This time I'll save," and we keep playing the same game over and over. Yeah, I take care never to let him near games now. He's bedridden but stable. What if it's some help to you, Doctor? What I mean if it meant Dad would come to his senses. Whoa. Bright light. Oh god, ow, my eyes. That's better. That's a lot less eye destroying. Huh?
So that's the tower.
What the balls?
Guess I'll make my way there.
What? The game restarted. Here I am again in this forgotten place. How much time has passed since that unholy mess? Oh. Did it just go straight into New Game Plus? I guess it did. Well, okay. I'll actually consort the thingy again, just in case. Oh, it does seem like there is a little bit more going on here. So I think we will actually keep going. Just a little bit. Yeah, I just got like a small glimpse into something. It's getting meta on me right now. Pooh-Man!
What was that?
Certainly been a moldy experience. Oh, it really has. Some very good mold. Oh. Where'd he go? Oh, health. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, he's just kind of disappeared. That's very odd. Maybe if I had the key... Oh, no, I didn't press it again. Huh. Fuck off. Bloody hell. Bloody disk drive has taken an absolute... Ah, shit. That's why he keeps tabbing me out. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Yeah. The key is behind... Yeah, I already know that. But yeah, this is... It already seems a little bit different, like with the monster not being there and stuff like that. Does make me wonder what's going on. You know, with the game, we already know what the story is. It's, the story is certainly a thing. Wait. But it's like... It's about this bloke who's, like, stuck in 1995, but, then there's also, like, dimensional monsters at the same time, and... You know, you don't really know what's what. But it seems like some sort of weird meta-narrative is going on. You know, with the whole, like, Dad needing games and being bedridden and stuff like that. Flashlight, ooh! Okay, this is already very different. Item. Oh, okay. As soon as I turned the flashlight on, I realized something was off. I don't remember any of this being here. What is this strange light? What the hell is going on? Oh, okay. I strain my eyes and stare into the light. The flashlight's beam illuminates the dark room with its gentle glow. Section after section. This isn't right. Light doesn't behave this way. Is this a dream? Is this darkness? I feel deeply afraid from this darkness. Oh! Bed. Well, it's a good thing I did have that walkthrough open, just in case I, needed anything, but... yeah, seems like it's taking an interesting turn for sure. It kind of reminds me of that, the final ending in Nier, where you think it's going to be like another typical playthrough until suddenly it sort of, pulls the rug under you. And suddenly now it's like something very different. Oh yeah, I've already done that. Do I go down now? No? Okay, do I go up? I definitely really like that whole thing where you think it's gonna be just another new game plus and then it sort of gets weird like this. This once familiar place looked distorted. My broken memories of this scenery were in disarray. Now my memories are one. Maybe these segmented surroundings were odd from the start. Light bounces off the walls, illuminating the dark. The world opens up before my eyes. I've been coming back here to fool myself. Now even that is beginning to fall apart. Holy crap, man, this is getting weird as hell. So wait, is that like a whole new, different type of thingy now? Oh man. Speaking of, you'll ever do a stream of either Nier game? I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those games I feel I prefer to play on my own time. But I think if I did do that, it would definitely be a fair bit into the future. And if I did do the original Nier, it would most likely be the OG Nier. Just because I... Ah! Poomon! Poomon, yes. Paimon flushed herself down the toilet. But yeah, I find myself very much fascinated by this already. A bit is out of service, of course, they always have been. As I'm an astronaut holding a gun to your back. Oh, hello. That's a fucking massive bit of paper, bloody hell. That's the size of my penis. Papa is the best. He is. He is just flat out the best Nier altogether. And it is why, like, yeah, if I ever do it, I'll probably get like a 360 emulator going and just use that and go from there, basically. As my eyes adapt to the scenery before me, the sense of discomfort begins to fade. My mind isn't getting any younger, no matter how many times I look back on the past. The more I reminisce, the more I realise how vibrant and alive I was back then. It feels awful. There's no point to it, I can't change the past. Oh, this is getting... It is getting awfully existential, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we just have to keep walking. And just avoid the poo man. Smother me in shit. You will not. Yeah, this is very interesting. I was not expecting this kind of turn from a game like this. I was expecting it to just sort of be a, you know, oh, there's monsters. Oh wait, did I forget a pistol? I feel like I forgot a pistol. Do I go back though? Maybe I do, why not? I really do think I missed a pistol. Because if I got the shotgun already, you know, it just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Is there anywhere around here? Goodbye, Pooh Man. But it's like, why Pooh Man? Why? I don't understand. No, I'm not seeing any. We're not going all the way back. Hello. I want a pistol. Is it on here? Oh no, that's a wrench, okay. Well, no pistol for you. Oh, we don't even have any ammo. Oh no, wait, yes we do. Right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Go away. Rude. Very, very rude. Bugger off. Yeah, it's a good thing I did remember the bridge was right there. Gasp. As you can tell, the Pooh Men are very terrifying. You can't trust them. Do not trust the Pooh Men. You know, it's like Slimer from Ghostbusters. But instead of slime, it's poo, so you can call them shitters. That's a good name for them, actually. Shitters. Love it. Oh, hello. Oh, not the Teletubby Pikmins. They suck. What defines oneself? To answer that question, it's not a bad idea to probe the past regarding your origins. Though try as I might, I cannot change the past. There's nothing there except the me that's been there all along, withered and tired of living. Fucking hell, that's dark. I do not want to tussle with the Teletubby Pikmins. Oh, want to go around. And I cannot do that. I can't go over... Kent! Arsehole. Let's wait for like one of them to get close. Oh! That worked surprisingly well. And suddenly I just had like a weird stomedy laugh. He goes, There we go. Okay, what about over here then? Oh, can I go up the ladder? I cannot. No. What about down here? Going here? No. I guess we just make our way to the tower. Yeah, that's probably the only thing we can do. I do like the atmosphere of this area. Took us too damn long to get a bloody flashlight as well. Oh yeah, health drink over no painkillers even. Same thing. Slime is better than poop. Well, you know, with the lizards, you can have both. Okay, I'm just here right now. Okay. Oh, invisible wall. Okay, so where to go from here? Aha. Let's Yum. Yum. Is it a slime girl? Yeah, slime girls are probably pretty good. The scenery, there was nothing special about it, everything was just so new to me back then, filled with wonder, nothing more. To chase that illusion is to move backwards. I've simply grown old, that's it. Can never go back to the way things were. Man, this is just getting sad. It's like reminding me of my life and how I'm often pining for things to go back to simple times. Oh, can I go into the water? I can! I stand on top of the water. I'm Jesus! Kent is Jesus. Jesus with the shotgun. Wonderful. But it's out here? Yeah. And the stairs are up here. Unless I just go down to where we ended the game before. And that might be the way to go. The thing to do. But maybe there's something else knocking about in the other tower there. Might as well have a look. Right, any notes around here? Any notes? No. No. Right, yeah, up here. Yeah, I don't think there is any. Don't think there's anything. Okay, I guess we'll just move on then from here. Why not? What do I see? Let's move on to greener pastures. Actually, I think that they things over this way, if memory serves. Memory is your servant. It will serve you. Nope, okay, I was wrong on that one. Just walk around like a dummy and we'll eventually find it. See, a cyberpunk survival mod would really like to see a game mode like that added, where you need to eat, drink, and sleep and stuff. Yeah, that would actually be kind of cool. You know, as long as they're not like too nagging you, like a lot of the Skyrim ones that did that were like, you need to eat, you need to drink, Like even when you're like mildly, just very mildly, like thirsty, it just fucking nags and nags and nags you. And I hated that so much. But it's like every now and then, like when you're getting pretty low, it's like, hey, you know, grab a bite, mate. Grab like a burger. Or, you know, get some sleep, dude. And stuff like that. You know, I'd be pretty cool with that. Maybe it'll actually get me to use the fast travel, even though I don't really want to use it, but hey, you know. Yeah, more survival mods would always be nice. Cloaca, the whole of mysteries. A different treat every time. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. It's the Forrest Gump of genitals. Reptile just wants to eat noodles. I mean, yeah, noodles are great. It would be fun to be with a transparent slime girl so you could see certain things through her body during action. That's weird, man. You can literally like see yourself rearranging her organs like that. Gosh. I don't know if I want to see that. Jesus. I made that even weirder than it probably meant to be. Oh god. We're too lewd, guys. We need to tone it the fuck down. Tend to do that for immersion in games like Oblivion 2. Try to eat and sleep daily. It's comfy roleplay. Yeah, I do like that as well. Oh, I need to get back to my Oblivion playthrough after October. I'm pretty happy with horror games right now. But yeah, I just wanna put more time into Oblivion. Ah yes, thank you for quoting that, Reptiloid. That's gonna be amazing. And very, very out of context, it's gonna sound like, what the fuck is Infernal talking about? Oh yes, of course, root out the fat. You can't trust it. You can't trust me. An unthinkable terror takes control of me, and I'm no different than he. Am I? who spent 20 years running away. Aren't we the same? From now on, will I lead a meaningless life? Is there no way to reclaim my own life? I close my eyes. Silence and let go. Whoa, that's a cool effect. Can I go back up? No. I really wasn't expecting this, like, super deep psychological turn on, like, mental health. This is really not what I was expecting. Oh. Hey there, Mitch Joe, I'm the developer behind back in 1995. First of all, I'd like to thank you for buying this game. You're welcome. How did the controls feel? Clumsy? They haven't felt anything like that in a while, what? Oh, whoa, I wanted the game unique controls to evoke memories of games back then. Fucking hell, man, it's like literally breaking the fourth wall and everything right now. This game is so weird. Why I made this? Made back in 1995 in order to recreate the golden age of game development culture. There were tons of innovative games back then, giving us gamers the chance to discover and experience. I created this game harkening back to the taste and aesthetics of yesteryear, a bit rough around the edges, yet intimate. Of course, it's also because I just happened to be a gamer back then. But anyway, so I'm just glad I got to present my vision just as I imagined it. Oh. Message. Oh, I can't open anything. Wants to ask you, through back in 1995, are you having fun playing this game? Yeah, I am. One of the reasons it turned out kind of peculiar like this is because that's just what I like. Fair enough, you can't argue with that. But I also wanted the player to remember the times when they truly enjoyed playing games. I don't mean enjoying the gameplay, but rather like the game's very existence, superseding their own identity. I want to be defined and recognised by others. As someone who plays Abia. Oh gosh, that was way too fast. In-game gimmick. This is awfully fast-paced for a developer note. I employed a gimmick that links the game to the player. Have the player intervene in the game world in order to transcend time. Kind of a tried and true practice, isn't it? The metafiction elements are also a gimmick to make it more like the games of yore. I just felt like the players themselves also needed a taste of what it feels like to take a trip through time. What they were doing back then, what are you doing now? Can I have a reflect? Oh gosh, it's so fast. At the end of the day though, we're not talking about actual time travel, but rather just a sensation. Closing comments. That took forever to go away. I've recreated a retro-style game in 2015. Who's to say that someone won't go, oh yeah. That's only if games are still a thing. Hopefully they are. Hopefully they're not shit. What will become of games in 20 years? I can't wait. I'm pretty sure I'll be working on my own as well. Yeah, hopefully. Well everyone, till we meet again. 20 years from now in 2055. That's not 20 years away. He's from the future! Oh, he's from the future! I can't believe it. Why back now, after all this time? Anything else? Huh. That was pretty cool. That was an ending I was not expecting whatsoever. That definitely bamboozled my head a little bit. You know, I feel, yeah, like he said, he made the game how he wanted. That was his vision. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good survival horror game and a really interesting, like, fourth wall breaking meta game at the same time. It was very weird and I've got an appreciation for this. You know, it's moldy, it's jank, which I like. I love that. But it's like, it felt like it was like that for a reason. And it felt like it's what the developer wanted. And it actually had like a genuine purpose to it for his meta-narrative. It didn't go like too deep into these like deep philosophical concepts. It was like, you know, the whole like character of Kent is sort of lamenting the loss of this time, like a much simpler time. And it's something I think we can all relate to. You know, how we want to go back to this time where we can just enjoy our games and not worry about things, where everything is not hunky-dory, but a lot more simple. Where things are just more enjoyable again. And the fact that it tricked me into thinking it was a more traditional survival horror and really pull that rug under me and be like, nah man, we're gonna go fucking deep on your ass here. That was cool. That was really, really cool. I feel that kind of elevates this game because it's something that not many other games would do. Boop. So yeah, that was back in 1995 and it was pretty cool.